We'll have more on that. Did the president read the mood of the country? Are the people happy with the choices he's made tonight? Will this move pacify the angry, frustrated, dejected, disappointed, youthful population? What's in it for them? President William Ruto has succumbed to ODM pressure on several issues raised as an ultimatum to joining the Kenya Kwanza government. Now, the president announced additional 10 cabinet nominees that include members of the opposition party ODM. In his address, Ruto ordered the release of all protesters who were wrongfully arrested during the anti-government protests and all charges against them dropped. Now, the president also outlined key measures to tackle corruption in the public sector. KTN senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki kicks off our broadcast tonight by painting the picture as it is.
President William Ruto announced his second batch of cabinet secretaries Wednesday at State House in a move that has seen opposition party in Azimio, ODM, reap big. In what seems like Raila Odinga's ODM party being decapacitated, most of the officials have been co-opted in government. ODM Deputy Leader Wycliffe Oparanya has been nominated to the Ministry of Cooperatives and SMEs. Former Mombasa Governor Hassan Joho, who is also a deputy party leader, if approved by Parliament, will be Cabinet Secretary to Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. While ODM Chairman John Mbadi, who was nominated MP, has been nominated to Treasury. Minority Leader in the National Assembly, Opiyo Wandayi, has been nominated to the Ministry of Energy. Several other CSs have also made a comeback. They include Kipchumba Murkomen, who will handle youth sports docket, Justin Muturi nominated to public service docket, Salim Mvurya, who has been moved to the trade docket, Rebecca Miano has been nominated to the tourism docket, Alfred Mutua has been nominated to Labour Ministry. Only one new face was announced, Stella Soy Langat, to the Ministry of Gender.
For their commitment and reiterate my pledge to engage alongside them in a national conversation that is inclusive, citizen-centered, and aimed at consolidating and accelerating the actualization of inclusive growth and national transformation.
The president seems to have bowed to ODM pressure as he sought to bring the opposition party on board. Ruto addressing key issues raised by ODM party. ODM had pushed for all cases related to protest to be dismissed, among other demands.
I want to give the people of Kenya an assurance that our government listens to them and that for the last 1 month, I have led the government in engaging and listening to citizens from all walks of life as they express themselves in different forums.
The issue of corruption also formed a part of ODM demands. President Ruto announced 7 measures his administration will take to combat corruption. Ruto has also proposed amendments to the Evidence Act and Criminal Procedure Code, as well as other necessary changes to expedite and prosecute corruption cases within 6 months.
I have engaged with the parliamentary leadership and asked Parliament to expeditiously pass the Conflict of Interest Bill with the explicit caveat that I shall veto any bill enacted if it does not establish the highest bar with respect to accountability, integrity, and anti-corruption.
Also, he has announced that he will veto any bill enacted if it does not establish the highest form of integrity and anti-graft measures. The news briefing by President Ruto at State House was not without light moments.
Oops. That's the old list again.
At the point when eager Kenyans awaited him to start reading the list of his nominees, the list was mysteriously missing.
This is the problem of making it very confidential and not allowing many people to have a look at it.
The president's spokesman, Hussein Mohammed, had to rush and bring the document as the entire country was kept waiting.
10 additional names that President William Ruto has announced will now be forwarded to Parliament for vetting. even as the Committee on Appointments calls on public to submit memoranda with evidence on the suitability of the previous 11 that had already been announced by President Ruto. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, State House, Nairobi.
And of course, as expected, there was so much reaction. President William Ruto announced